My name is Arun Kumar and I am the driver. I'm building Driven Auto Care to be a $1 billion auto repair business, and I'm taking you along for the ride with Driven Diary. So if you want to see behind the scenes of taking a business from zero all the way to a 10-figure valuation, please hit subscribe below and let's get to the episode. Good morning. Good morning. It is Sunday, but this is going to be the beginning of Driven Diary episode 135 because I want to give you some proof. Whether you know who I am or not, I want to give you some proof. And that proof is right here on the screen. This is my vision board that was last modified July of 2022. Now, I've accomplished nearly everything on this in the last 12 months. I have a tattoo of a bull. I have a tattoo of Mount Rainier. I have a tattoo of Skagafoss in Iceland, which my daughter is named after. I have a sleeve like this with the checkered flag on it. I kind of look like Jason Statham. I don't have quite that ab definition or quite that muscle build, but when I have a pump, I look like about this. My son is not literally playing basketball yet, but he does have basketballs and we play catch with his basketball. And I can still carry my wife on my back. Cars. I have a formerly Rosovic Murcielago LP640. I had an F250 that looked very similar to this in black. I have a gym that doesn't look quite this big, but is damn good for what it is. I have a Driven compound space to store my cars that's right next to my office. And the only thing that I don't have on this list, this is a 6-car garage with transparent garage doors. The only thing on this list that I don't have because I have not yet achieved a level of income where a house like that makes sense, nor do I feel the need to upgrade my house right now. But literally everything except for the house on this list has been achieved. Some details that have not yet been achieved, which is why I'm still keeping this vision board. Everything up here has been achieved. Everything up here has been achieved. This is one of 5 or one of 7 manual LP670 SVs. Now, I have since learned that I do not fit in a manual Mercy. I can't shift into reverse first or second, and those are important gears. So I can't really drive one because my knee is in the way. I never got a red Alumaduty Tremor. I only got a 2015 F250 and built it to look exactly like this without the red. I don't have all these machines in my gym. I would like to. And my office is not on the second story overlooking my car collection. It's on the same floor overlooking a dark garage. So it's not perfect. It's not perfect. And I don't have the house yet. So why do I tell you all this? Because back in 2022, I didn't have Driven Auto Care. We are driven to the extent I have it today. I didn't have a lot of things back in July of 2022. And if you just work for what you want and you aim at it, you can fucking achieve it. That's all for now. Monday morning, just finished my first workout. It's gonna be a dog of a week. I can already see it coming. I have 2 employees wanting to talk with me. I have 1 employee sleeping in the parking lot. I have just bad mood, I guess, this morning. So we are heading back home, walk the dog, get on with the day. I'm running the San Jose shop in the morning for the next 2 days. I have dream car accelerator sales calls, 4 of them over the next 2 days, which I am excited about. So that's what we got going on right now. Still Monday morning, and I didn't tell you everything I meant to tell you earlier, in that this is going to be a fight of a week, and I need to share the things that suck for the point of Driven Diary. So, two other things. Yesterday, so I was in South Dakota last week, and I slept for 9 hours, I believe, something like that, the night I was there. I got to catch up on sleep, I guess you could say, but like not really. It didn't really feel like I caught up on sleep. Now, I got back, and I've had, I think, roughly 6-hour nights of sleep since Friday night when I got back, because I was waking up early to work before my family gets up so that I can be present with them for the whole day and not feel like I am missing out on my family, or that I'm preoccupied by work. So being able to handle things in the morning feels very good for me. Now, I think it was Wednesday night last week, and then apparently Saturday night, and then also yesterday during the day, I basically fell asleep during family time. And my wife had to wake me up, and she told me yesterday that she feels that I am overly sleep depriving myself, and it's forcing her to assume more of the responsibilities of the family, because even when I am home, I am sleep deprived. Now, there's a couple perspectives on this. First, the reason I am sleep deprived is because I am trying to do it all, which she has told me she believes I am capable of doing, which that statement from her is really a huge part of what compels me to do everything I do, to believe in myself. I don't know if I need it anymore, but it is very nice and it's fuel on the fire. The other thing is that part of the reason I fall asleep when I'm with my family is because I'm content. I'm comfortable. I feel great. I'm relaxed. I'm in my home. And so to have that is a blessing. You know, I'm at peace in my house. But she has a point, you know. She isn't able to depend on me to react quickly or step up quickly if I'm asleep. I may wake up and be able to react, but if my son is, playing in the living room and my wife needs to go to the bathroom and I'm asleep on the couch next to her, and then something happens to him and I'm asleep, it's like, that's not you can fall asleep when you have a 1.5-year-old playing in a child-proof room by himself. I think it's safe to fall asleep in that, but nevertheless, I get where she's coming from. So yesterday, instead of sitting on the couch during family time, I sat on a kitchen stool to keep myself awake. So it's one thing to discuss. And then the other thing is, just in a boneheaded move yesterday, we went to a soccer game. On the way to the soccer game, I had to go to the bathroom. We pulled into a parking lot of a Starbucks, and we were in our Explorer. I went to the bathroom in the Starbucks, came back out, and got distracted because my son was awake. But I had walked right past the front of the Explorer where there was a curb and a rock on the curb, like, a parking lot decoration. And then I proceed to get in the car, get distracted, and go and drive. Because right next to the spot we were in was a spot where you could drive straight through the parking spot. So I threw it in drive and smashed into the rock. So I was going like 3 miles an hour, just a little scrape on the bumper. But this car was clean before that, and now it has a scrape on the bumper, thanks to me being a bonehead. So, life ain't perfect. I'm not making every good move here. I have plenty of challenges and sacrifices. And I have plenty of problems to solve today. But since I last talked to you, I'm in a much better mood, thanks to motivational content on the internet. So I'm grateful for that. And that's all for now. Tuesday morning. And I'm walking over here because I just got an email. That's very exciting. It's very exciting, and it involves, I see some progress on this. They've freaking strapped our billboard to the outside of the frame of this, it looks like. Let's see how this looks. Wow. Look at that. We got a billboard, folks. Tuesday afternoon, 3:30. Good news. We Are Driven is now an official dealership. Once I put down some blue tape in here to mark off the display area, once I laminate a sign that says display area right about there, and once I post our operating hours, which are by appointment only, on the door. Now, that's exciting. What am I doing with it? Well, I have that Sequoia, which is weirdly tall in the back. I don't know what is going on there. I feel like it's kind of lifted in the rear only, so I need to fix that. Got my M3 here with just the brake dustiest wheels you've ever seen. Those are nasty, but the car is excellent. Hit 173 miles an hour this morning. And then what else is going on? I got accounting going on here. It's April 7th and we have not closed the March books, which is very frustrating. And it's because Napa is idiots. They're idiots. They combined all three of our locations into a single billing account. So I can't tell which shop bought what of what we need to account for cost of parts for each shop. So waiting for that. This is sold to a guy in the Air Force in New Mexico. This is sold to a guy in LA who paid for the car a week ago into an escrow service that hasn't moved the deal along whatsoever. This, just waiting on the title, and then I need to get this eyesore out of here. And then the auction for this has 2 days left. It ends on Thursday. But I have found a very interesting opportunity here. That's the purchase price right now. I am the high bidder of a 2003 Vanquish. This car is being super badly represented by the seller. He's an old French dude in like Boca Raton or something. Delray Beach, Florida. Salvage title, rough, faded freaking headlights. What else? The seat is all messed up. Driver's seat, let's see. Driver's seat's all messed up, torn. It's got a bunch of miles on it. This is my kind of car. I think this is gonna be like a $20,000 Vanquish. And then I could fix it a little bit and present it a lot better and communicate better as a seller and probably get 30 for it would be my hope. But yeah, I want this car. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. I think it'll go for less than my salvage title F80 M3 and that's why I want it. So I'm excited for that. It would be another flip like the Sequoia, and we are moving along with the dealership. So it's exciting stuff. We got the new shop set up in Shopware today, which is also exciting. So if I go here, you can see 5 shops now in Shopware. So things are happening. The new manager and the tech for Castro Valley started yesterday, and I'm panicking because I don't have quite enough to do for them to do but we're finding stuff. We sent Brian all the way down to Campbell today, and he's keeping plenty busy down there. So that's what I got for now. Still not paid for, still no title, still here. But what's that? We have a new entrant to the compound, and it is the Sequoia that I bought. So this is obviously the first true dealer inventory for the We Are Driven dealership. And I am waiting for insurance to be instated today, at which point I'll be able to get this out on the road and get testing it. So I'm excited for that. I'm sitting here this morning, it's Wednesday morning, and I'm stressed, and I'm like letting the stress define me, if that makes any sense. Basically, I'm like, oh man, I'm really stressed. I got a lot going on. I got people who aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing. I got all this stuff, all these problems. Man, I'm stressed, and I'm having a slow workout. I'm playing it easy, I'm like not pushing myself. And I started to justify like binge eating to relieve the stress a little in my head. And I was like, wait a minute. You're gonna be stressed. You wanna build $1 billion company, you're gonna be stressed out, man. Don't let it beat you. Don't let it beat your mental resilience. It's not that difficult. You just have to actually continue to do the things you know you need to do, even when it's not comfortable, even when the pain of doing the things you know you need to do that you're doing as part of a routine anyways, like sticking to a diet, is hard and not fun and frustrating, doesn't provide you any relief. You're never going to get relief. Why do you think you should? So that's my self-talk for today. That's all for now. Thursday afternoon, I bought the cheapest Aston Martin Vanquish in the damn country. $25,000. And now I gotta ship it from Delray Beach, Florida to me over here. So that'll be fun. That'll be a $3,000 enclosed transport for what is a beautiful, beautiful car. I love the back end of this car. The front, kind of tired. This one has clapped out headlights, but I'm very excited to take possession of this, the successor to my DBS, the garage companion to my Mercy. I will once again have 24 cylinders in the garage, this time at an all-in acquisition price of under $200,000 for my East Coast sketchy European seller salvage title cars, both bought for incredible deals. But this one probably won't stick around that long. I've not really heard good things. I really think it could be worth like 40 if someone just represents it better, service records, and a bit more clear disclosure. Perhaps maybe English is your first language, and make some money on it. So that'll be fun. Cool car. I like that this picture's right above it. But, what we got going on this Wednesday. F80 auction ends tomorrow. We're selling some bigger jobs in the shops. We're staying a little busier, keeping the new Castro Valley guys busy as well. So that's all for now. It is Thursday afternoon, and I've been distracting myself a lot today because I really hate Meta Ads Manager, which is the main thing I'm supposed to be doing today, but that This thing is so glitchy. I've failed all day to actually get done what I need to get done. I started running one ad, and then I learned that the way my marketing team set up the pixel for the tracking was wrong, so I turned it off. That's frustrating. Most frustrating, though, is the F80 auction sold. The F80 auction ended today, and it closed at $24,750. And I had offers on that car for $32,000. And I turned them down, and I regret the final purchase price. And I kind of knew that would happen, but I was confident after the E92 that this would do well, and it just did not. So, it's what it is. The guy who bought it is very excited. He's going to be flying in from Utah with his wife, picking him up at the airport, driving him here. It's going to be a good, nice drive home for them. So I'm excited for the guy who bought it. He seems very, very excited. So that's great. My Aston Martin will be getting on a truck on Monday, and I'll see it on the 20th. So I got some time before that is a thing. I'm still waiting on the W8, but we shot a couple other YouTube videos today, so you're going to see a couple other YouTube videos coming out in the near future talking about a couple other topics that are of interest to me, so I'm excited for that. Tomorrow is going to be a day of Facebook ads and accounting, so that'll be it. That's all for now. It's Friday, and it's payroll day. And the key number here is the 2 Castro Valley employees start this week. And that plus some better bonuses getting paid out for March, finally, for the managers. I finally got all that calculated. Plus, we actually had a really strong week last week, so all the techs are getting paid a lot. And we increased our payroll expense by 25% in 1 week. So that, I saw that number just now and I kind of went, damn, that's a lot. So that's going on. What else is going on? I am sitting here in the dark because the light fixture in my office decided it wanted to catch fire this morning. It started zipping and zapping and doing electrical things, and I turned it off and it started smoking. And it stopped smoking. So that's good. It's good that it stopped smoking. What else is going on? Well, the guy who bought my F80, he's super, super excited. He's flying from Utah over here tonight, and I'm picking him up in the morning, and then he's driving the F80 back to Utah, which is really cool. And then my E46 M3 is now outside because that is heading to New Mexico probably in a couple hours. I'm waiting for the phone call from the trucker. And the garage is getting more empty, which is great. Great, because I'm going to fill it again. Unfortunately, the Sequoia, which I wanted to drive today because it is raining and my E92 M3 splash guard for the engine splash shield fell off, and so it's scraping on the ground, and that's no fun. So I wanted to park that so I could get it on a lift and take off that splash shield and install a skid plate. I wanted to do that on Monday and drive the Sequoia this weekend, but I pulled the Sequoia out of the compound this morning and it is dripping coolant. And so I'm going to take it down to Campbell and get that swapped out with a loaner so Campbell can fix what they screwed up. Anyways, that's my car situation. That's my business situation. I was very excited to see what we are on pace to do in April. We have 3 shops that are on pace to do over 80 grand in sales, which is super good. That means we should be netting 30 grand or so in profit, which is what we need to be seeing. And San Jose is probably going to break even, may even make a little bit. And Castro Valley, I'll update you there. The landlord told me that he's meeting with them today, the current tenants, to see what their plan is, but they have to be out by the 15th so that I can move in by the 16th, because I already have people on freaking payroll for it. And as you can see, I can't afford that payroll at my current revenue levels with 4 shops. I need to get this 5th shop up and running, and we are fully equipped and ready to do so. We just need the space. So that's what's going on. That's what's on my mind. And I think that that's going to be all for this week's Driven Diaries. So thank you very much for watching all the way to the end. If you have any questions or feedback about the episode, leave a comment below. If you liked it, leave a like so we can show up higher in the YouTube algorithm. And if you're not subscribed, get subscribed so you don't miss next week's Driven Diary. And until next week, I hope you can go out and continue to build your own automotive dreams and stay driven.